Welcome back to Right Answers Mostly, Pop Culture Edition. My name is Claire Donald.
And my name is Tess Palomo.
Hello, Rammies. Happy Friday.
Oh, it's the day before. Yeah, because we're actually releasing this tomorrow. It's the day before Claire's birthday.
It truly is birthday eve. Virgo season is upon us.
How has the birthday week felt?
It's been pretty good. Like, we got to record with a dream guest yesterday. We got to go see one of my favorite artists of all time. And so it's like, honest, things are looking pretty bright.
Things are looking bright. Yeah, we've had a really exciting week. We were just saying before we recorded, like, the adrenaline has been adrenaline.
The adrenaline has been adrenaline. She's been working double time. There's a lot going on, you guys, which, like, part of the stuff that is going on, we will be talking about in today's episode. As you guys know, we cover pop culture stories and we cover Bravo. But you guys, everything on Bravo is moving to Thursdays. And unfortunately, we cannot recap any Housewives at the moment.
Feels like they're trying to attack us. Like, it feels personal.
No, I think that they're trolling us in a really major way.
Yeah, so we've been recapping Miami if you've been with us. So we're going to take a little pause on that because the sketch. But you know what I was thinking too? A lot of things are coming up that we could talk about. Don't get mad at us, guys, but Meghan Markle's show drops, I think, on next Tuesday.
That's right. No, literally, I sent Tess the trailer and I was like, we are so back.
We're back, baby. Can't wait for season 2.
Well, I know. What has she got up her sleeve? Well, I actually never watched the Harry episode.
He comes in for like literally 20 seconds. He's like, proud of you, babe. She's like, thank you, H.
H kills me every time. You guys know this.
You guys know this. So yeah, we have Meghan with Love Meghan coming up. We have the Amanda Knox show on Hulu, which I think is very Ram coded. Well, it is Ram coded.
Well, of course it's Ram coded. Do you guys know that we have an Amanda Knox episode, by the way? I feel like that one's like kind of hidden.
It's kind of hidden. Yeah, it was like maybe in our first year-ish. I was always fascinated with the story. Maybe I would do it differently now. I always had a vendetta against her. I'm just going to say it.
I think that's fine.
I never liked her. I'm not saying that she deserved what she went through, but I have my opinions.
Well, I just didn't know anything about the Amanda Knox case, so that was why it was so fun. Like, really uncovering it in real time with you was amazing.
Yeah, part of it is like a personal problem because she reminds me of someone in my childhood that I really can't stand. So it's kind of like it's my own thing. But we can recap that. We can recap Salt Lake City starting. Beverly Hills will start. Like, there's so much, you guys. Like, there's so much.
Yeah, so we're just going to take a little Bravo pause for now. But, like, honestly, we have so much to talk about today in pop culture news. Okay, so Tess has finished Taylor's New Heights interview. So we're going to talk about that because I'm also shocked by you saying that you have different opinions than I thought you would, I think.
Well, I went through such a journey with it. Like, she does something to me. I mean, I'm sure she does this to everyone in some extent where, like, we found out she was coming on her first podcast, 2 hours. And I listened to the first 15 minutes and I was like, you know what? I want to watch this. I want to see her interactions with Travis. I want to get into it. And so my first reaction was just watching her and I was like, oh my God, she's breathing, she's swallowing. She's like a crazy person being she's existing, she's laughing. Just to see her like that, I was starstruck almost.
Yeah.
And then I took a break from it. I didn't listen or watch it over the weekend. And then I came back to it and I finished the episode recently. And then I was able to digest it and get rid of the starstruck aspect of it.
Yeah.
And then I was irritated.
I think that we should honestly just get into it. You guys, we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about Ethel versus Lana and then whatever else pops up in our mind. But let's get into it.
Okay. So here's why I'm upset.
Okay. Tell me.
She had this opportunity, right? This is her first podcast. It's so long. She's with her boyfriend. She's with her brother-in-law, essentially. She had this opportunity to be, and I hate saying this because I know it's weighted and I know she has so much responsibility of how she can act and all of that. But she had a chance just to be fucking real and talk about how her experience with this album was, Eras Tour. And instead it is a 2-hour Easter egg hunt where I'm you had the chance to be vulnerable and yourself and you're doing stupid Morse code taps on your boyfriend's shoulder and you're saying 47,000 times every little. I was I'm so sick of the Easter eggs.
Okay, so can you break down what Easter eggs that there were in there? Because, yeah, I didn't realize that she's doing Morse code on him. What? So is this confirmed?
The Rammies that know, or not the Rammies, well, also the Rammies, but the Swift, baby, guys. The Swifties that know Morse code seem to have said that she did Morse code of her initials on his shoulder at the end. They were yeah, that's a TAS.
Literally, that is I hate it here. Get me out.
It just so there was that the first, like, minute of it, Jason is screaming. He's like, "It's Josh!" And which I was also like, "Please stop screaming." Like, I
But those
it's
men love to scream.
that's why I do not listen to male podcasts, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's just too much. And so then she's like, "Oh my god, Jason, you just screamed for 47,000 seconds straight." And I was like, "Oh, she's just being like her kind of weird self." And then, of course, there's the 47 numerology. That means that she's going to play in the Super Bowl.
Well, there's just been so many. I watched one TikTok where this girl started going down so many different rabbit holes of Easter eggs, and it's like, and it's the shiny bug, and the shiny bug has this color, and then it started in Ohio, and I'm just like, we've got to stop.
And she does this to us. Like, I think I've always been like, oh God, the Swifties are crazy. And like, no, and like, I'm a Swiftie too. So guys, I understand it. I understand the lore. I get into it too. But I've grown tired. And I think everything just like clicked to me where I was like, she is so disconnected actually
Hmm.
from her fans. Because this is an armor and a mask that she said, I'm not letting you in. All that you can fixate on and obsess over are these Easter eggs, and that and the music is all you're getting from me. And it's my way of protecting myself, which I get. I get why she like wants to be like this because she must be fucking scared and terrified of her fandom. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, do that on Instagram, whatever you have to do. If you're going on a podcast, be personal with us. Like these people
Yeah.
like spend so much money on you. We love you. We support you. You don't have to fill it with these Easter eggs. It was driving me crazy, actually.
No, I agree. And also, she feeds the beast. She
Huh?
feeds the beast of the Swifties. Like, she really does. And I do believe that she like plays into the Easter eggs and like all of
Of
that.
course,
Yeah.
it's what she has to do to, like, survive this cult,
Yeah,
in
but
a
it's
way.
like
I think
a
that's what she
cult of
thinks.
her own creating, don't you
Ye
think? I mean, I think that
yes.
fandom is crazy, and well, I honestly, that's like the theme of this episode. I think that we're going to be talking about is fandom culture and how like toxic and gross that is. But I do think it is something that she has created too.
But 100%, and she's always done this, like, she's always I think, like, with time, it's just felt a lot less personal, like, even looking
Yeah,
back on, like, Red in 1989 and, um, Reputation, like, having the fan the tail what were those called? The things at her
the
house?
meet. Oh my god, the listening parties. That's crazy. Honestly, like, can you imagine any celebrity inviting their fans into their homes?
No, and, like, I get it, things are, like, not as safe anymore. She's now just she's so big, like but I feel like there needs to be something else that she can give us for that intimacy, and instead, she goes on her boyfriend's podcast and just does this, like, weird, contrived, manipulated thing. Once again, guys, I know she's, like, a woman that is, like, so big, and she has to have, like, a little bit of protection, but you give it to us anyway, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you know what I mean? I
But
just
I think
feel
that these are our opinions. Like, I think that obviously so much respect to her, so much admiration. At the same time, we do grow tired, and like some authenticity would be like really great to see. And I feel like that's lacking there.
it's just lacking, and, like, I just felt like at first I was like, "Oh, it's kinda cute to, like, see her and Travis have their little dynamic," which, like, I'm still not, like I don't disagree with that, I just think it also even, like, her the whole time being like, "Honey, you just, like, stay pretty," and him be like, "You look it's so hot when you, like, know these big words," like, by the end, they kept doing that over and over, and I was like, "Stop."
I don't know how you like to be honest with Love and Light, the first 15 minutes, I was like, I'm just quite frankly bored. Like it just felt boring.
Think I kept waiting, to quote the Titanic, waiting for an absolution that would never come. Sorry, I woke up
Call
with
it
an
a
energy.
day. No, I love it. Like, I think we should keep leaning into this energy. Also, I think that people are really annoyed with the countdowns to nothing, to a nothing sandwich. A countdown to a new picture? Come on.
And that's when I feel like you're disrespecting your fans because you know these countdowns, you know that people are just dying for a music video, a single, an announcement of a documentary. And then this capitalist queen is just like, oh, here's another photo. It feels wrong. It feels
Yeah.
wrong.
I think that people are starting to feel that way themselves. I'm curious on like what her thoughts would be on all of that too. She's like, "Oh shit, this isn't working anymore."
Yeah, I think like we're growing up a little bit. Like her fans are growing up with her. A lot of people still like it. I mean, I was even talking to my high school friends about it who love her and have loved her from the beginning. Like when I was like, she kind of bothers me, back in the day. And they were like, "It's too much. We grow tired. Like, life is hard. I don't wanna be digging through these Easter eggs." Like, and sometimes it can take away from the music, because it's
It
like,
does.
and I think we've talked about that within our Jake Shane episode, that it's just like, sometimes I just wanna, like, feel the music, and instead of then going on TikTok and just being inundated with theories and stuff, like, I don't know if I'm, like, there right now.
Yeah, that's so well, I think that's also such a good point is that this world is in such a horrible state and it feels very just disappointing with someone having such a huge platform and not recognizing it at all.
Yeah, it's like something is, like, not connecting, or, like, something is
Yeah,
m
I
miss and
agree.
you know what I mean? And, like, the Eras tour was so huge, and I went twice, I loved it. I don't know. Something's missing for me.
I think that might be Ramy's comment on Spotify right now if you're feeling the same way. If it's something feels different. Like and then the darkness came a little bit.
Yeah, and,
But
like,
maybe
so
that's just
yeah,
us. Maybe some like, I know there are some hardcore Swifties that, like, literally will never critique her no matter what they do, and I, like, think that's crazy.
it's weird.
Um, it's weird, but I'm just curious of normal people, like, how are you guys feeling with all of it?
Yeah, 'cause I know that there was so much discourse with Tortured Poets Department of, like, who's this about, right? Like, that was, like, the
Mhm.
main thing of, like, is this
Don't
about
get me started.
No, I know, and I, like, didn't really care at all, like, with
Yeah,
Torture I felt very free with Torture Post Department, where I was just like, I'm not really connected to Joe. With Love and Light, I'm not connected to Maddie,
of course.
so I just felt like, I love this album, and I don't give a shit who she's talking about, I just love it, and then, like, it just starts to make me feel anxious when, like, I just feel like this album is gonna be, like, dissected to the point of
Yeah.
nauseam. I'm just like, let's just, like, if it's a dance pop album, can we just have fun?
Yes, I agree. I do get heated with Torture Poets Department on who it's about, but it's just because the way that the Swifties can be so obnoxious with like Maddie in general, because I'm like, this
No, I
song
get it.
doesn't, I don't care who this song's about because I'm relating it to my life. But then when it gets into Swifties being annoying, that's when I go into Shannon Bedore. You will all see the truth.
Well, I get it because, I mean, I also know that you love Maddie, like, independently, but it's
Yeah.
annoying when fans won't accept, like, a celebrity's relationship. She was with him. They were probably in love. They were together on and off for a long time. And so for people just to be like, no, it can't be. I'm like, but she was. Like, she was with this man.
Okay, so were there any other takeaways from the episode? I sent you a meme. I sent you and Kanal a meme the other day, and it was Travis and what's his brother's name?
Jason, I think.
Travis and Jason, from, like, 2010, and they're, like, nerdy football high school photos, and it's like, these 2 men are gonna be interviewing Taylor Swift. It's just crazy.
I know. I know. I did say this. I did write this in my notes, and I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
Okay, say.
I wish that she would have done even Call Her Daddy over this, because I feel like Call Her Daddy, it's a professional setting, it's someone that she's actually not comfortable with, she doesn't know, like, if she were to have done this podcast with her partner and his brother, be so super fun, super free, just talk about movies, talk about shit, talk about traveling, but with Call Her Daddy, it's like, that's the atmosphere, like, you know what you're getting, that she's gonna ask exactly what Tree whatever her fucking name is, Tree Payne?
Yeah. True pain.
T-Pain?
Oh my god.
T-Pain, I'm
She
gonna
was a
buy
fairy.
you a drink. She was
Yeah.
a fairy. Because like, then you just know what you're getting, and it's all very calculated in a
Mhm.
fine way where, like, you go on and she asks you the questions. This just felt so irritating to me.
But I think, like, even, like, with Call Her Daddy, with Tree Payne approving all of the questions, all of that, I still think that there is a level of protection on New Heights that, like, she wouldn't even get on Call Her Daddy. Like, it's less
Yeah,
authentic on New Heights, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, that's so true. It's so true. So I just was like, anything but this, anywhere but here. Cue Hillary Duff song, a great song, you guys.
I don't think I'll ever watch the full interview. Did you like some moments of it?
Okay, so here are the things I liked. I
Yes.
liked when she would there's moments where she talks about, like, her summer and her life and how she takes a bath every night after Eras tour, and she was like, just, like, loved her bath time. I was like, "Okay, those little snippets, they do bring me joy." Because, of
Of
course,
course.
I love her and I look up to her and, like, all of that. Like, I will always, like, be obsessed with her in a way.
Yeah.
So I like knowing little things about her. Really love the direction that she said that this is going for, Life of a Showgirl. Like, the sound, she was like, "Every fucking song is a banger," and
Oh,
I am excited for that, and she was like, when I went into the studio with Max Martin and Shellback?
Shellback.
She was like, I literally said, she's like, it was the first time that we were collaborating as like all on the same page. Like they were no longer my mentors, being like, this is the first time
Mm,
like we all are like on the creative same playing field. It felt so like powerful. We're all like at the strongest we've ever been, like in our writing. And I was like, oh my God, I was like getting chills. And she was like, I was like, these have to be the best songs we have ever come up with. And not a single one is like, oh, that was a skipper. Like, so I truly believe that it's going to be, it's going to be like a sexy reputation. She's been listening.
she's
She
been
knows,
listening.
knows what the girlies want. And I think it's going to be unbelievable. I really do.
Well, I'm really sad that we're never gonna get well, actually, I don't really need Reputations Taylor's version. I actually, like, prefer not to do that because all the re-recordings except for, like, a few, just I was not vibing with, but what I want is vault tracks, and I really want a re-recording. I want a Taylor's version of Debut so bad.
I know, I know. I really hope we get vault tracks from Rap.
I do too. I want vault tracks and TS Debut. Okay, actually, I wanna ask you, do you think that there's drama between her and Jack?
I've been thinking about this.
I've been also thinking about this. Katie also just sent me our friend Katie sent me that clip of Margaret Qualley when she was on the Today Show, and she was asked about Taylor's new music or something, and she answered in kind of an awkward way where she was like, "Yeah, there's new music, like, hope it's gonna be great," or something weird, and she was so uncomfortable about it, but that could also just be her vibe.
So I did a little deep dive. I watched the interview to see how she was acting before they asked her that question.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
was like, we need to see the transition. Like if she's a weird little girl.
She is, but she is magnetic. Her interview with Jimmy Kimmel or no, Jimmy who's the Jimmy? Jimmy
Jimmy.
Fallon.
Oh, guys, I'm obsessed with her.
Obsessed, but yeah, she's a quirky girl.
Yeah, and I love a weird girl. Like
Me too.
we are weird girls. So yeah, she's super awkward and she's like I think she's uncomfortable with the fame in a way.
Yeah.
Um, I actually don't think that there is any beef between Jack and Taylor. I think they are such lifelong working partners. And she said, "Hey, this is going to be so different. I want to like challenge myself. I want it to be really upbeat. Like, I would like to work with them again. I haven't since 1999." She said it'd been 7 years.
She did some songs of Reputation with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. It's 2017 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they just had like a really professional conversation and he was like, go off. I just have a theory that Margaret Qualley, and this could be this is just based on what I think, doesn't like Taylor.
Yeah, there's been some stuff at the award shows too, like where Taylor's been dancing, where Margaret's like leaned over to Jack and whispered.
I think they're just such different people. I also
Yeah.
think, look, Margaret Qualley is young. I had a little spout of jealousy in my late 20s, early 30s. I think sometimes it's like everyone's obsessed with her husband and another woman. Like everyone's obsessed with them together. And I think there also comes a time where it's like, I don't want to talk about this woman. I'm kind of like over her a little bit.
I agree with you. I feel like also people, when they're saying Jack would be so upset, like Jack is working with so many artists. Jack has his solo projects, like Jack has Bleachers. There's so many things that he's working on. He's busy. The
Margaret
whole new,
Qualley's at the top of her career. I think she was almost just like, this is annoying that you're
yeah,
asking me,
Jack
which is a bad interview question. Like, shut up.
did. So she was normal before.
She was uncomfortable the whole interview.
Okay, okay,
I think
okay.
she like, just like doesn't know, like, yeah, I think she doesn't like talking about herself. They were like, so what's it like? Yeah, I think she was just a little nervous.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, Jack's working on Sabrina Carpenter album. He's also working on the new Lana album, which kind of brings us to our next story because this is all tied in because Lana's post was track 13. I think it was posted at another time. So people were like, is it a dig at Taylor? Which I don't think it is at all. Like, why is Taylor always popping up? It's enough.
This is when I get so irritated.
Yeah.
I get so tired. But that's a great transition to the drums.
To the drums. You guys, the girls are fighting.
So what the hell? How did this all start?
Okay. So, you guys, we are talking about the Lana Del Rey, Ethel Kane drama. I feel like this is for a lot of people's first introduction to Ethel Kane, too.
Mine was last night.
Oh my God. And we're going to talk about the Ethel Kane show because
Well,
we haven't
I
even
feel
got
like
to catch up on it.
I feel like we should end the episode talking about it
I
because
agree.
it's just like a beautiful, like positive note to, complement the negativity that I really brought into the beginning.
You haven't at
Okay,
all.
good. Okay,
No,
good.
you
I
haven't.
don't want people just to think I'm shitting on her for no reason because
I
it's
don't,
complicated. It's complicated.
I don't think people think that. Also, like, we've given her flowers so many times.
I know, but I am scared of the Swifties sometimes. You say
Well, I'm
one little
terrified.
thing.
We all are. And that's also a problem.
Yeah, guys, it's okay to, like, give constructive criticism to people we love in celebrities and people in our lives. Like,
Yeah. Stand-up has just gotten out of control. So yeah, Lana Del Rey and Ethel Kane are fighting. I have taken notes this morning. I was like, I need to make sure that all of my ducks are in a row with this. So
take it away.
Lana posted a clip of her unreleased song on Instagram. And in this song, she says, Ethel Kane hated my Instagram post. Think it's cute reenacting my Chicago pose. So then everyone was like, holy shit. And Lana's not singing it. She just has a song in the background. So she's calling out Ethel by name. And the Chicago pose that she's referring to is a photo that Lana took with her ex boyfriend, Jack Donahue. I guess he's in this band called Salem. I don't really know. Like he's exactly the type of guy that Lana always goes for.
Republican.
Yeah, like really blue collar, I don't know, an
Like a
alligator
cop.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. I mean, she
A
loves a
cop
cop.
or she really does.
Well, and that picture that she took with Jack was in front of a Chicago police station. Lana.
Ugh. God, Lana, what's going on? And I also love Lana, but sometimes it's just like, what is happening?
Same. I also love Lana too, and I think that this fight between Ethel Kane and Lana Del Rey has like really divided the kids because people love both of them so much. It's also like we're all losers and we all need to get a grip.
Yes.
Because this fighting is so unserious, but let's keep going. So Lana posted a picture with Jack Donahue a long time ago in front of the Chicago police station. They were dating. Ethel later posted a photo of herself on her own social media posing with Jack in a similar way at a different location. That post was later deleted. But Lana was basically saying that Ethel was copying her with her ex-boyfriend. Okay. Tell me if any of this doesn't make sense. Like, literally stop me because if the Ramies don't know, they're not going to know.
I am following.
Okay. Okay, great. So, also in this song that Lana released, she says something about being the most famous girl at the Waffle House. And people are saying this is like further proof of a diss track to Ethel Kane, which like there wasn't even a doubt because she called her out in the first place. Because Ethel Kane had a New York Times article written about her years ago called The Most Famous Girl at Waffle House.
Okay.
Lana puts all of this out on her social, and people are like, holy shit, what's going on? Does Lana hate Ethel Kane? Like, are the girls fighting? What's going on? And then Lana commented, now deleted, on Pop Base's Instagram post, which I'm like, what are you doing here,
Hey, at
Lana?
least do people.com.
Yeah, no, on Pop Base, and she wrote, quote, I didn't know who Ethel was until a few years ago when someone brought to my attention the disturbing and graphic side-by-side images she would put up of me next to an unflattering creatures and cartoon characters making constant comments about my weight. I was confused about what she was getting at. Then, when I heard what she was saying behind closed doors from mutual friends and started inserting herself into my personal life, I was definitely disturbed. But here's the thing, no one can bring up the comments that Lana is talking about.
Mm,
Like, no one can find that anywhere, and internet sleuths will find that because Ethel has had her own complications this summer that she's had to apologize for from comments that she made about 10 years ago. Some really disturbing things that she's taken complete ownership with. They were not okay, but, like, that's why I'm just like, where are they? Because people would find them immediately.
do you think it's something that she said in person to her?
I don't know. Like,
Like,
I just
yeah.
don't know. It's all very odd. So that all happens. Then people are like, oh my God, Ethel Kane was like fat shaming Lana Del Rey, all this stuff. So then Ethel responds to Lana Del Rey with an Instagram story that just says, update, Lana Del Rey has blocked Ethel Kane on Instagram. So that was Ethel responding at first. And then she reposted a picture that Ethel's sister posted, Ethel did. And in that picture, her sister wrote, I can't wait to watch your hologram perform this diss track while you hit your vape backstage, diva. What inspired you to suddenly make a country album? Yeah. So then Ethel reposted that, but then Nicki Minaj gets involved.
Of course. Of course she does. Because,
This is
why
all
not?
this is just all like such a mad lib. So then Nicki Minaj was going live on Instagram and she started singing that clip that Lana was singing, where she's like, Ethel Kane hated my Instagram post or whatever. And so she was like, wow, this is amazing. And then she's like, who's Ethel Kane? And like, but she was like loving Lana's song. And then someone brought to Nicki's attention that Ethel Kane had held an American flag with her face on it at one of her shows. And then so Nicki Minaj was like, wait, do I love Ethel Kane now? It's all so
Mhm.
dumb. Go
Ethel
ahead.
Kane held a flag
Yes.
of when she was like a fan.
Yeah, when she was performing one of her shows, I think someone just gave her a flag. She held it up.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So then people are like, is Nicki Minaj on Ethel Kane's side or on Lana Del Rey's side? Like, literally, who cares?
You need to know.
But we need to know. And then Azealia Banks gets into the mix because she tweets, everyone ganging up on Ethel Kane is transphobic. Because, by the way, Ethel Kane is a trans woman. And then she goes, LOL, not my witchy cane. So she's adding herself to the mix. And so then Claro gets into the mix because apparently Claro liked Lana's post. And then apparently Ethel blocked Claro. And then somehow Claro unliked the post. And then Ethel started following Claro again, which I don't know how people on the internet ever do that or like ever know or watch this.
These people that are just looking at this all day. I mean, like, of course we know, like, we are interested in pop culture, but who's finding this shit out is the
This is
question.
what I'm talking about, how stand-up has gotten so out of control. Like, this whole episode is stand-up is for losers, even though, like, we're talking about it.
Of course, like, we are losery in a way, but not in
Yes.
this way.
No, not in this way. And then to wrap it up, everyone has decided to blame this whole thing on Gracie Abrams.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mm, why not?
Someone wrote, Lana Del Rey and Ethel Kane are fighting, so I blocked Gracie Abrams. And so and that's the fighting.
Wow. So, first of all, how old is Ethel Kane?
She's 27.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's so young.
She's born in 1998.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
She's so young. Lana's probably 37. They're probably about
Yeah.
10 year
I think
10
she's
year
like a
age
few
gap.
years older than me. Okay. Okay. I mean, not like it really matters. Like, you can fight with whoever, but what do you
I
think?
think I think to me what by the age thing, I think that it is kind of weird. It's like shows a sign I do think of like immaturity, especially someone who's been in the industry for so long,
I
whose
think it's
stardom
that.
is so much bigger.
It's like, why are you kinda kicking the little person? It
Exactly.
feels like that a little bit. Like, it'd be one thing if it was, like, her and Taylor fighting. I don't
Yes.
know, like, it sort of does seem like, take a step back.
Well, because Lana is maybe like she's definitely not as mainstream as Taylor, but she has her stand-up. Like her fan group rides hard for her. And it is like you know what you're doing when you're putting a song out like that. And Tess, I have seen so many transphobic comments on Ethel's Instagram posts now in a way that like I had not seen before. And people saying things like taking Lana's song lyrics, like "Goddamn man child" and putting that, like, on Lana's post, like, really
Oh, that's
nasty stuff.
disgusting. See, that's when it's like, of course that's a factor, and to say, like, it's not, people are gonna go, go after that. Like, there's
Yeah,
so many transphobic people that even pretend that they're not.
exactly, exactly, and so, I just like, that's really disturbing. Lana and Ethel's real name, by the way, is Hayden. The lore of this artist, you guys, like, it's unreal, and I
Love
think
the
we'll
name Hayden. I
Me
love it.
too. Gorgeous. Hayden, Ethel Kane's past, Lana Del Rey's past, both of them have said really extremely troubling things. Hayden came out with a huge Google Doc this summer apologizing for it. It my like I I'm not one to say whether that's acceptable or not. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like that's for her fans that were personally affected by those statements. We'll have to like decide for that.
Totally, and, like, respect if someone is like, "I never wanna listen to her again," like,
Yeah,
that's anyone's choice based off that. I'm happy when artists and celebrities are able to not be defensive of it,
yes,
to say that, they have changed, that they regret it, like, and that's all that I can ask for, but
same.
everyone's able then to make their own decisions. If you then you don't wanna support her, that's fine too, like,
Same.
I
And
get
and
I get it.
I didn't realize how controversial Lana was, like, and the things that she's done are too. I didn't realize so her husband that she's married to right now has, posted a lot of on social media of, like, MAGA kind of stuff and Republican stuff, and then which is just so odd because, again, Lana's fan base is so queer,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, and
know?
it almost, like, doesn't make sense, like, you wouldn't think that of her, of the way that she presents, but then again, the things that she has said, it does, proof's in the pudding. God, what a mess.
No, truly. Someone had like, people have said, like, this is like the Kendrick and Drake for, like, bisexual, like, neoliberal liberal
I
women.
mean, truly. Yeah, I think people that pretend that Lana is a liberal, like, Democrat, whatever, I think you're teasing yourself. Like, she is not. Like, the people that she chooses to be with, to marry, they are not at all, and I don't think she is either.
That is just
Like,
shocking to me because I just had no idea because, like, I don't know, her vibe just does not present that at all, but also she's gone through so many different, like, eras on her own that I don't really
yeah.
because 'cause I'm a fan of hers and, like, that I love a lot of her music, but I don't follow her in the way of, like, other artists like Casey or Ethel or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like my fandom has gone down, like, a little bit with her, but like, during, like, 2018 to 2020, I was, like, obsessed with her. Like,
Yes, yeah.
it's like, I think she was always, like, my number 2 artist on, like, my Spotify Wraps. Really love her, and, not to compare, but since we are comparing, but then I heard Ethel Kane last night and sat through a 2-hour show of hers, and I was like, that's better than any," and I've seen Lana many times, and I was like, "That's better than any Lana show I've ever seen."
Really? Okay, so you guys, like, I can't help but, like, obviously, I have my side because I am such an Ethel Kane fan, so when I hear that, I'm like, raccoon gif of clapping again.
I mean, it's more like my type of music, actually. Like, I did not expect it to be so, like, rock and, like, drums and harmonica and like, electric guitar, like, that's more my jam.
No, that's what I was so excited for you to, like, hear all of it because I think when you look at Ethel Kane and you look at her promos, like, it's very dark, it's very Southern Gothic, and she has a lot of that, but, like, she is such a musical genius and, like, so into different types of music, like, there are hints of metal, there's hints of just, like, atmosphere, there's country, it's just, like, it's incredible. Pop, like, it's unreal.
It was everything, and I will say, like, I love Norman fucking Rockwell. That album, I think, is perfection. There's like, no skips on that album. Seeing a Lana concert is, like, nice and, pretty. Like, you're just like, "Pretty." She kinda
Mhm.
stands there, she doesn't have great stage presence. Never been blown away by her set design, too.
Oh, interesting.
Like, you're always kinda like, "Oh, that was nice." Like, it was like listening to, like, I feel relaxed. Verse Ethel, which was like a production.
The lighting design was incredible.
It was like, I mean, I think it was some of the best lighting stage design I've ever seen. You always felt like you were in a different world, between, like, looking like the bush was on fire to, like, the lights to the floating to the smoke. Like, it was felt like a Broadway show.
Oh, wait, should we just get into it then? Should
Yeah,
we get
let's just
into the
discuss it.
Ethel Kane show? Which,
That's why
like,
we're
by the
here.
way, that fight is really so unserious, and, like, I think Lana is just being really messy, and it's, like, kind of embarrassing
A little
to
bit, I have to
in my
say.
opinion.
I agree. I
And
agree.
also, whether you like either one of these people, do not go leave nasty comments on their page. Get a life, get a hobby.
I completely agree. You know what else I think that we need to stop doing? I had this high epiphany last night because, yes, we did take an edible at Ethel Kane, and
Yeah, we
wowza,
did. And we took
wowza.
some hits off a joint before then.
So we're floating up
Yeah.
there. Um, I think we need to stop, like, making TikToks about how much we hated a female artist's show. Like, because this happened with Kesha, it happened with Katy Perry. Like, of course, everyone's gonna have their opinions. But these TikToks go viral, and also, like, what you might not like, someone else that could be what is the best night of their life, what they've been saving up for a year to get a ticket to the show. It does affect sales for
Yes.
these female artists. It does. Like, the Katy Perry show, and, like, we have our own feelings about Katy Perry, but I would never, like, make a TikTok being like, "That was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. You're wasting your money, you're wasting your time, don't support her." Like, let everyone be on their own journey with music.
I completely agree. And if you have a bad opinion, sometimes you can just like tell a friend. You don't have to put it on the internet.
Yeah, because these TikToks have millions and millions of views, and then I was looking through comments, especially at the Kesha one, who I love Kesha and support her, and people are like, should I not go? Should I cancel my ticket? I was so excited." And it's like, we need female artists. We need them to keep doing their thing. We need them to help boost the economy. We saw what happened 2 summers ago. Like, zip it.
We desperately need female art.
So, like, please, it's like, Katy Perry's not hurting anyone by these shows.
Yeah.
Kesha's not hurting anyone. Like, the opposite with Kesha. This is like a beautiful renaissance for her. But, like,
Yeah. Katy Perry, someone did pass out on stage. So I'm just kidding.
yeah, truly. And, like, maybe I would have too in 2013 when I was seeing Katy Perry.
Of
But
course. Of
I just
course.
think we need to stop, because it does affect, like, us supporting women.
I completely agree. I completely
So,
agree.
yeah, with that said, wow.
Ethel Kane. Okay, so you guys, again, I feel like there's going to be some. Actually, I know that there's a whole group of Rammies that are Ethel Kane lovers. Which, by the way, one time, a long time ago, someone commented and was like, "The American Teenager gives off like a Claire and Tess aesthetic," and I was like, "That is the American Teenager music video of Ethel Kane
You
does," and
showed
that
me.
was the highest compliment because, like, if I could make a music video, that would be one of them.
Beautiful.
So I know that we have some listeners that are Ethel Kane listeners as well, but if you don't know, Ethel Kane is this artist. I found out about her about like 3 years ago. She was definitely like on SoundCloud before, and she's like starting to be mainstream now, especially after all this Lana stuff. But she is so incredible. Her style is again like very Southern Gothic. That's like where she leans into, which like I love that aesthetic so much, and her album is actually a concept album, and it's going to be in 3 parts. She just came out the prequel to it. Let's begin.
I don't even know, like, what to say because I just went in so, like, neutral.
Yes.
I was not overly excited, but I was just like, I don't know anything about, like, we're going to a concert with my girls, always fun. So, like, I was curious to see, like, what it would be like. But I also just because based on the aesthetic, I was like, I just don't know if this is gonna be, like, my thing, but I'm happy to always, like, explore.
Because some of the aesthetic is, like, quite dark, like and it depends on which album you're talking about. I mean, she literally has an album called Perverts, and it, like, looks pretty, like, satanic, like, it can be kinda scary.
I think I thought the whole vibe was gonna be, like,
Yes.
satanic. I thought it was just gonna be like, "Wow, wow, wow, wow," like, these, like, crazy noises and her being like, "Meh," like, screaming at the audience. Like, I honestly was just a little bit like, "I don't know," but I'm so curious to because I also trust your taste, and I was like, "Claire loves her," like,
Mhm.
and you kept, like, making comments like it's, what were you saying? Not like a play, but you were like, "She has, like, everything as a
A
story."
a concept album.
A concept album, and so I was like, "Interessant," because I really
Mhm.
love that, but I haven't had a lot of experience. And when I say that I had instant fandom within 10 minutes that I haven't experienced in a really long time, I was fucking locked in.
You have, like, literally I'm, like, about to get tears in my eyes because you guys know when you, like, just love something so like, this is a birthday gift, and I appreciate you showing up to the show not knowing her music at all because I was, like, literally sitting there so high, and I was like, 3 of my, like, closest friends are here right now, and, like, they all like, some of them listen, some of them don't. I was like, "This is such a birthday gift that they showed up because I loved it too, and I hope that they love it."
Of course, and also, like, I was talking to Kunal this morning, and he was like, "It's actually a really brave thing for someone to be like, 'Hey, guys, can you come with me to, like' when, like, you're such a fan with 3 other people." He's like, "I love that she just was like, 'I want to experience this with you,' because you never know." Like, I brought people concerts before and been like, "Oh, this is, like, maybe not the vibe." So, I love that you were just like, "Come with me and let's vibe it out," and all of us were just on the same page, and it was a beautiful, like, experience to have together, truly.
It was we all cried. Well, actually, Allison cried. She's like, "I'm not crying." I was like, "That's okay," but, like,
Oh,
at
I thought
separate
Alice
times.
okay, she sneezing or something?
Maybe? Did you think she
'Cause
was sobbing?
I thought she was sobbing to the point where you're like, "I don't think I should look over because if someone's really" and so I was just like, "Oh, she's going through it." I thought that she was full on
No, she wasn't sobbing. She was like, "Why am I not crying?" I was like, "It's okay."
Oh, it's okay. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect
I
to cry.
just
I don't remember last time I cried at a concert like that.
I didn't expect you to, like, fall in love as quick as you did. Also, we all dress in theme, which you guys, if you're going to a concert, you need to dress in theme with the artist. It just makes it so much more fun.
Yourself just like I think we all just need to let ourselves have more fun and stop taking ourselves so seriously. Like, we all went to dinner looking a little crazy, and it's like, who cares? Who cares?
It truly looked like I had, like, my 3 witches with me, and then I was in long jorts and my mom's brown army shirt and my Blundstones. It was amazing.
It was so hot.
But the set design was gorgeous. It was, like, swampy, like, it looked like they had Spanish moss, and then the telephone pole that also looked like a cross was on stage, and her presence immediately when she walked out, you felt it, right?
There was something I have chills. I
I
literally
know.
have chills. There was something spiritual about it.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
her voice is unbelievable. She was doing, like, opera at one point.
it's like if the voice of glass being mixed with butter.
Yes, that's a perfect way to describe it.
I was like, it's so smooth, but so sharp and so perfect and so like moving.
and her
Oh my
voice
god.
control. And it's also we didn't have like there wasn't a screen or anything, so like all we could really see the whole time was her silhouette.
But, I really loved going to a concert where you're not just watching the screen, like,
Me
because
too.
we got up there and I was like, "Wait, there's no screens, like, we're kind of far away," and then I was like, "I would hate if there were a screen," like, it felt so, like, safe and everyone was so present, everyone no like, not a lot of people had their phones out, everyone was sitting down just, like, engulfed in this experience.
Everyone was so present. You're so right. I honestly didn't take my phone out that much because I was like, I have been waiting for this so long. Like, I don't want to be watching this through my phone screen, even though, like, I kind of feel like I blacked out because I was so excited. And now I wish I had videos to, like, look back on. Test took videos.
Okay, so when we were in the Waymo going there, we were having so many this whole night was filled with also, like, the universe was out to get us with technical difficulties, we almost
Yes.
couldn't get our tickets. I couldn't turn off Spotify on my phone because it was, like, connected to Waymo still, so all the videos I took have, what's it called? Silk.
Silk Chiffon, literally, she took a video of us singing to Florence, to Ethel. And I was like, Tess is Silk Chiffon. Like, cover it's by Muna. It was amazing.
What did Rebecca say? I was dying. She was like, "This" she's like, "Honestly, I'm kind of into it." She's like, "This feels like a a glitch in the matrix."
And it really does, and it's honestly perfect that it was, like, a Muna song over it because it's, like, definitely a similar fan base
I
too.
didn't even notice when when you pointed that out. I was like, "Oh, yeah," but what isn't a great gift when you don't wanna bring your phone out in things in general in life? It shows that, like, you are having fun, you're present, you just want it for yourself.
I'm
Like,
just so glad that you liked it because sometimes going to a show and not knowing songs can be very boring.
it felt to me like a play, like,
Yes.
when you guys had described, like, right before we sat down, that one line of, oh god, I'm gonna cry,
Say it.
of "She was mine first."
Yeah, so there's a song on the album where
God.
it talks about Ethel Kane is the character, the artist is Hayden, but her stage name is also Ethel Kane, but she's writing these albums about a character named Ethel Kane, and Janie is her best friend, and it's like opening this album because her best friend gets a boyfriend for the first time, and it's truly like that feeling of like, I'm losing my best friend, and she's your girl, but she was mine first.
It was so like, once you guys told me that, I was like, "Oh god," and so then I kind of saw the whole even though I didn't know any of the music and didn't know the lyrics, like, I saw the whole thing as this, like, play about, like, girlhood and growing up and, like, all of like, what comes with that of being jealous of your friends or you feeling isolated from your friends, like, it was like this whole I saw, like, little pieces of, like, my life throughout it, like, it was very moving.
That's exactly what these albums are. It's a play, and it's just so I mean, there's so many concept or aspects of her albums that are not relatable, like how Ethel Kane ends up getting murdered and cannibalized,
Sure.
but there are so
Well,
many of just never know.
yeah, I mean, could have been on theme with the rest of the night.
Probably had such a bad Uber ride at the end, you guys. Like, this is why we take Waymo. We had a horrible Lyft experience with a really scary driver that we reported, and everyone is safe, and that's okay. But like, it's so upsetting that like this is why we have self-driving cars. I would rather be in a self-driving car than a car with a strange man any day.
Yeah, like, I genuinely believe that all of us were going to get murdered.
Yeah, and
I
we're safe now again. But like Lyft, this driver was horrific,
Yeah, we
and
asked to get out of it. I called 911.
yeah, it was
We
really bad.
Yeah, it was so maybe that was just that, like, the
The
theme
theme
of
of the night.
we kind of were on par to this, concept album, really.
Well, literally, and everyone was saying that, like, when we were locked into the gas station that we had to run into, it was crazy, you guys. It was horrific. The guy was horrible.
Disgusting, like,
Tried to run us over. I'm not
Silence of the
joking.
Lamb yeah, he tried to run us over, Silence of
Yeah,
the Lambs.
it was horrible,
He was gonna drive us far, far away and kill us.
which is, like, such a bummer because the night was so gorgeous to have
I
that be
know.
the button on it. But yeah, okay, well, you said "Fuck Me Eyes," that song,
Okay, so
like
"Fuck Me Eyes," I was just, like, convulsing. Like,
yeah,
I was like, Where did I just go? Where did I just go, and how do I get
I
back?" Like,
know.
I just was like, "This song is crazy." It was so epic, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and just like, oh my god.
And so Fuck Me Eyes is about this girl, Holly, in their town who's like the hot, like, girl in the small town, and Ethel Kane is looking at her, and she's, like, so jealous because she has that, like, dynamic personality, and she's like, "I hate her because I'll never be her, but I love her."
Oof.
It's so
God,
good.
it was so good. I loved that one. I loved, like, the country one towards the end that was maybe the encore.
Thoroughfare. We got
Yes.
Thoroughfare. I'm so sad that we didn't. I wish that we could get House in Nebraska and Thoroughfare, but Thoroughfare is so fun.
And then what was Alice's one that she was like, "This is my new one that I love."
I think Thoroughfare.
Oh,
Well,
that
that's
was
country
Thoroughfare?
or Waco.
Maybe Waco too. I loved Waco,
That
and
song
I
I
loved
cried during Waco.
oh my god. Was that the really sad one?
Well, they're all very sad. Dust Bowl is also really sad, but Waco is very sad. Waco's the one that I sent you guys a chunk of the lyrics, and it's just like about how you're losing someone and reflecting on the moments like right before you lose them, you know?
That one, I think that's the one that I cried at.
I think that one was the one that you cried at too. Nettles, though, is one of the most gorgeous songs ever.
My god. I
That's the one where
mean,
she says, "To love me is to suffer me," which is such an amazing line.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so nice to, release it. Like, I feel like it was such a safe audience too. Like,
Yes.
everyone was just, like, vibing. Like, I had, like, tears in my eyes and, like, that kind of, like, where you just, like, feel them sitting there, and I was like, "Just go." I was like, "Just have it all." Then when Rebecca was crying, I was like, "This is a safe place." It was just nice just to, like I wasn't even sad, I just was, like, moved.
Yes.
I was just
Same.
moved.
Same. And that's like how I feel like when I watch Casey too. Like I actually love going to a concert and being moved to tears. It is cathartic.
Same, and I think, like, I'm even at, like, experiencing, like, what you get out of a concert now, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, you go to concerts when you're younger and you're just like, "Can't believe that I get to see this person," and it's, like, crazy, and then in college, it was like, "Let's just go, like, get wasted at these concerts," and, like, just, black out,
Of course.
and now I'm just like, yeah, I'm, like, rediscovering, like, what kind of music I, like, want to go listen to, like, even sitting down the whole time and just being very, like, insular, like, it felt nice, like, I just was like it was like therapy.
It is. And it's like truly, it was immersive art too, because she does have an album that's called Perverts that is, she did it, I feel like, to throw off the scent of like the bandwagon fans of like the American teenage fans. And it's mainly just ambient noises. And it was so scary. Like, I can't listen to that album because it genuinely scares me. I feel like I'm in a scary movie, but it felt like an immersive experience because the lights and it makes you really uncomfortable. And you're like, I just have to sit in this for a second.
Yeah, we were all starting to panic a little bit. I looked at
Literally being
all my
high.
anxious girlies, and everyone was, like, either, like, closing their eyes or looking down or doing deep breathing. I was like, "Should I be scared?" So funny. Tell a story about Rebecca. Oh my god, so Rebecca, like, kept whispering something to me. She's like, before it started, she was like, "Perverts," I heard, and I think she said, like, "The pervert stuff is coming," and I heard, like, "Perverts are coming, by the way," and I was like, "Oh, okay," kinda high, being like, "What did she just mean?" And then she says it again, she was like, "It's pervert time. Oh god." And I was like, "Is there gonna be some, like, interaction, like, someone's gonna, like, jump out?" I was just truly like, "Who are the perverts and what are you talking about?" Like, so fearful. And then she was like, "So this is what she does, like, this is her album," and then she explained it, and then she was like, "I am so sorry how I just expressed that to you, like, that felt so unsafe for me to say that to you."
Dying. When you guys told me that, I just died. Like, no explanation that it's an album or like what the album is, just perverts are coming.
Perverts are coming. I was like, "Oh my god." We also were, like, on a different planet, like, our conversation probably versus what you and Alice may have been talking about, like, we were just going so intense and, like, kinda so dark and deep that we were, like, already there where I was just like, I don't trust us right now. I don't
Oh
trust
God,
us."
I wish I like, could have been in all of that. Like, but yeah, perverts was just like so intense, but it made me have so much respect for again, like the artistry of it. It's like the lighting design. The drummer was insane. That's like a metal drummer.
Just talking to Kunal this morning about watching that drummer lock in,
Yes.
seeing how he was moving his arms for 2 hours. And I said to Kunal, I was like, "If we ever have children, I think we should encourage them to play the drums because drums are so fucking cool."
100%
And he was
agree.
like, "They're very loud though." When you're trying to learn as a kid, I was like, "That's fair."
That's why you guys have a garage. Like, literally, I asked Santa for drums so much growing up, and I was like, why will Santa not bring me drums?
But, now I think people can do it, like, with their, noise canceling headphones and just, like, locked in, so it's like, drumming is so cool. Does anyone know how to play
It's,
the drums? Rammies, let us know.
yeah, drop a comment on Spotify if you know how to play the drums because you are my icon and my idol.
He was, like, metal, yeah, I was
Metal.
so fascinated by him.
And that's what I just love about this show too, is there's so it was so many different types of music in one, but it all was so cohesive.
It it was I mean, it was perfect. It truly, because I, like, get kind of tired by the end of I've always been like this, but the last 2, I'm like, "Oh, my back hurts." I'm, like, ready to go home. I need to drink water, all of those thoughts. And when she was like, "I got 3 more songs for you or 2 more songs for you," I was like, "Oh, like, I could listen to 10 more." Like, I I just that's been such a long time since I felt that way.
That's just like you have no idea. This is like the biggest, greatest birthday gift I could ever even like tell you. It's just because like I love her. And I was like embarrassed because, like when I'm a fan of someone, I am like quite a fan of someone. And I was like, I'm gonna let myself just fangirl and like because it's kind of embarrassing when you're like wanting to dance, like sing along and like no one else like really knows the songs. And I was like, I'm just gonna let myself go.
No, I love seeing, like, how happy you were and how into it you were, and, like, when you and Rebecca knew that one of the last songs together and
Crush.
you were screaming it together, I was just like, "This is girlhood. This is beautiful to, like, see you be so happy and just so, like" it was just lovely.
It was lovely. I just wanna go through all my favorite songs with you and point out the lyrics and then just be like, "Can you even believe?"
Well, I've needed something like this, like, I've been in a little bit of a rut with music. I almost feel like I've been in a rut with music almost for, like, 2 years, like,
Mm.
in a way where I was, like I think I always was looking for new things and trying to find new, like and then in the past 2 years, I've kind of just been like, "I like the music that I like, and I'm just gonna go through all my like songs and shuffle that," and, like, I wanna explore, and, like, I want someone to be, like, obsessed with, and I feel like I found it.
I
Like,
can't
truly
believe it! Tess is obsessed with Ethel Kane. I'm so excited.
obsessed, like, I was God, it's so fucking hot today, but I feel tired, and last night was just, like, weird how it ended and feel just, like, a little off today, but my goal was I wanna just, like, take a really nice long walk and just, like, listen to all my favorites and then go through it. We have time, though. We have time.
We have time. I think I'll make you a playlist of my favorites too, and I'm, like, wondering if
Oh
I
my
should
god,
make it
please
in the
do.
order that you should listen to them,
Do
like,
it.
that goes with the story. I will do that. I will fill up my free time with doing that and, like, writing notes by it, maybe.
Please, I just want to know the herstory. I really
Oh,
do.
the
I want to.
herstory.
Yeah,
Also, her songs are so long, like, Waco, Texas is 15 minutes, lols, and
but you're
Thoroughfare's
truly
10
like,
minutes.
you don't even think about it.
I
Like, you're
know.
just like, keep going and it just builds and builds and builds and it builds you up to break you the fuck down.
Yes, it does. It's
'Cause
such
then
a
you just
tragic
feel
story.
you feel destroyed by the end. You're like, "I need more." Oh my god.
I know, that's truly it. What did you say? You were like, "We're vibing and crying," and I was like, "Well, that's an Ethel Kane show."
Vibing and bawling. I mean, god, the tears, like, I was thinking of everything. I was thinking of my mom. I was
I
thinking
know.
of, like, just being a girl. I was thinking of early heartache. I was thinking of growing up, that change.
Ugh,
It got
that's
me in
all of
every
it.
way. It got me in every way.
What a gift. What a gift.
God.
I'm so excited for our Rammies. If you're Ethel Kane Rammies, I know you're out there to comment on this. And if you're new to Ethel Kane, like, welcome.
Welcome and get on board. Like,
Yeah.
it's also, like, just sometimes a beautiful thing just to be like, "Let's see what let's see what happens. Let's see, like, this isn't my normal like, I would never have bought a ticket to this." And thank God that, like, you suggested it 'cause it's really nice to have people with other like, you know what I mean? Like, other
Yes.
interests, force you to get out of your own comfort zone a little bit.
Well, that's how I feel like even with Rebecca taking me to a lot of dance shows. Like, I'm getting really into EDM in a way that I never literally ever thought I would. And then you have a lot of that background too. And it's just like nice to let yourself just expand.
Just be yeah, EDM is, like to me, EDM is just so fun because you just see this, like, different type of crowd that is just into, like, it's just it's community. It's like
It's community.
it's community. There's nothing like you're like, "Oh my god, that lyric, that" it's just the feeling that music gives people and watching people around vibe it out is, like, so special.
Music is one of the greatest gifts that we have in this world. And who is music in this world?
Who
Everything.
music in this world? It's so true, and it's also, like, in this day and age when AI is taking over everything and AI is taking over writing scripts and movies have their own kind of problems right now with, like, all of this, like, lack of original ideas, music is something that you really can't replace, like, yes, you could listen to probably an AI song, but you cannot replace a fucking live concert and the feelings that you have seeing someone, watching fans be obsessed with them. It is so, like, irreplaceable, isn't it?
Irreplaceable. And the technicality that goes into all of it. It's just like, oh, what I would do for a little bit of music talent.
I know, but at least we really appreciate it, like,
We do.
we really love it, and Yeah, and we're theater girlies. Like, it was so nice being in that, like,
Yes.
old theater too with, like, crazy chandelier with these textures and, like, that felt like I'm like, when was that built? Must have been,
It
like
it must be old. I mean,
must be very
obviously.
old. Yeah, it just felt so, like, magnificent, and thank God she performed there. Like, I think it would've been different even at the Greek or the Forum. Like, I'm
Yes.
so glad she was there.
Same. I think that was so special. I also love there was a voter registration booth and there was like a previously recorded voice thing that came over where she was like incentivizing people to text. Was it for the Trevor Project? It was something like benefiting LGBTQ.
Yeah, because I forget what it not every maybe every dollar from tickets sold went to the Trevor Project when you bought tickets, which I love. It's
I
like, might as well
love.
just put that into your ticket price.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and it's just it's great to that's great to see, you know?
It's so great to see. I hope she gets nominated at the Grammys. I'm also like, what would she wear to the
God,
Grammys?
I know. I mean, we have so many we still guys, it's concert season coming up. Like,
October is crazy.
we have Lord, we have Haim, we have,
Mal P.
Mal P, what else do we have? I'm seeing
I want to go.
Oasis with Kanal.
That's crazy. Was
He was
that
like,
end of September?
it's 2 days after we get back from our honeymoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nice little button, though,
"I don't think that there's a single woman that goes to those shows. The videos are just the lads ladding." It's like it's such like a intense male energy.
up the lads.
Be very different than, Ethel. Yeah. The lads are
So true.
the lads are Latin, you know?
She's got range.
We try. We
I
try.
think there's one more show in October that we're actively going to. I wanna go see Dijon at the Greek. Mike, Quinn 92 is also gonna be in LA in October.
Dijon is, Cocaine Smile? Is
No,
Dijon?
that's, his name that's his name's DeJour. Dijon
That's
is
right.
the one who wrote with Justin Bieber a lot for this
That's
last
right.
Swag
Oh, that would be
album.
fun.
I can't wait to sing you some of his songs you will
Ugh.
also love.
I'm just excited. It's just nice to feel excited about music,
It is.
just to get on a new adventure, something to obsess over.
I agree. And in a healthy, beautiful way. See how we're lifting people up without going to comment on their Instagram really nasty things?
Yes, and, like, you guys also both things can be true. Like, with, even, like, at the beginning of the episode talking about, like, our frustrations with Taylor, I'm still gonna lose my fucking mind on October 3rd, and that will be my personality for entire probably 2 weeks. Like,
Of
for
course.
sure,
And we're going to recap it all. You guys know
we're gonna recap it all. So yeah, music is so nice.
music is the best. It's so healing. And like, I'll just be listening to Ethel all weekend again.
Same. I love it. I love it.
Ah, well, you guys, that's pretty much it for pop culture, I think.
I think that's all we can give today, really.
Yeah, we did our goddamn best. We have some really exciting episodes coming up. Speaking of music, we have a very special guest coming in September that we freaked out over.
Freaked out, like, dream guest, one of our favorite artists. So speaking of music, like, everything just feels very, very special right now,
I
doesn't it?
agree. I agree. If you're new here, let us know. Let us know how you found us on Spotify comments as well. We just like want to interact with you guys, and you can also do that by following us on Instagram and TikTok at Right Answers Mostly. Please subscribe on Spotify and Apple. If you want even more episodes, we have a premium channel with 3 bonus episodes a month, ad free, $7.99.
Look, if you want any part of us, you get it. Like, we have
You get
history, we have
it.
personal lives, we have now pop culture. Like, we are feeding our kids. We are
We're
feeding
doing
our
our
kids.
goddamn best.
We really are. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. And we love you guys so much.
We love you guys. Thank you so, so much for listening. We truly appreciate your support. Always.
We do. And go listen to Ethel Kane.
Please, God.
Goodbye.
Bye.